Take me to Lonestar College in Kingwood. Right turn. Very smooth. And now we've got a traffic circle coming up here. A couple hundred feet. Slowing down. Looking for other cars. We got one coming in. Down, get into the circle. All right, we need to go. We need to go. There we go. There we go. Come on, keep going. Keep going. That's a little too slow now. There we go. Speed back up. Oh, a little too far over there. Yeah, I did not handle that traffic circle very smoothly. Did it accurately. Mechanically, it was good to go, but that was obviously a bit slow to be inside of a traffic circle going 5 miles an hour. It needed to be more confident there. However, I'd prefer to be going 5 to 10 miles an hour in a traffic circle than 35 to 45 miles an hour. So I'll take the cautious. Got our first nag there. About 3 minutes in to get our first nag. Gonna take a right here at the stoplight. Cars. Yeah, it's got some oncoming traffic here. All right, there we go. Waiting for that. That car did not have its blinker on that turned right there. Now we're on North Park, headed towards Kingwood College, or Lonestar College in Kingwood, the Kingwood campus, to pick up Vivvi, my daughter's best friend who lives with us. Slowing down a bit here, which we should be. Get a little bit of traffic congestion. Man, that other side of North Park, my gosh almighty, it is backed up. Yeah, we had a pretty bad freeze here for the last couple of days in Houston. I'm on the northeast side of Houston. I live about 30 miles northeast of downtown Houston. Pretty much this entire part of Texas froze and had a pretty bad freeze come in thankfully, I think we're, well, we're not we're definitely out of that. We've got cold weather, but we don't have 15, 18 degree weather, which we did last night and the night before. Just another thing. Take care of that. Yeah, I'm gonna duly note North Park, the other side. So once I pick Vivvi up, I may choose an alternate route, or highly likely the navigation will pick an alternate route for me. We'll see. But that right there tells you that by about midday today, we're back to normal around here. Seeing all the traffic over there at nearly 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I am on FSD version 11.4.9 if you haven't seen any of my videos before. For those of you that are also FSD beta drivers, yeah, just to if this is possibly the first time you're watching any of my videos, I am on hardware 4. I'm in a 2023 Model S Plaid, Model S Plaid. Got hardware 4. Let me take care of this nag. Hardware 4 in the car, and the software version is 11.4.9. So I believe this is the 5th or 6th iteration of the software I've been on. So, you know, definitely not as much as some of the OGs who were in the, you know, the 10 versions and maybe even earlier. I believe my first version was 11.4.4, and that was pretty good. But I've definitely noticed improvements in each new iteration of the software. So I think this version, 11.4.9, will likely be the last version in production on the 11 series. I think we're going to, by the time we get the next software update, likely be on version 12 at that point. Hopefully, fingers crossed. In 2 weeks, right? The famous 2 weeks. So definitely excited about that. Obviously going to be a completely different platform, if you will. You know, right now, I think I've said this before, you know, the versions we're on with Series 11 is hard-coded, versus version 12 will be neural networks, which will be true machine learning type of platform. So that'll be fun to see how that feels when we first get it, as well as how quickly it progresses. You know, if you ask me what I think is going to happen, is I think when we all get version 12, the non-employees, because obviously there are some Tesla employees, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 employees are actually using it right now, which in my mind, that is a very good factor, or a very good point, you know, something to point to, is that if they're, even though they're employees, if the company's comfortable with it being in almost 5,000 cars out there right now, it must mean they're, you know, they feel pretty good about it. So yeah, so when it gets rolled out to us, in my humble opinion, I hope folks don't get too excited, because I think there'll obviously be some things that will be better. I think it'll And it's in certain edge cases, it may feel more human-like and less mechanical. So for example, when we took the traffic circle there, did FSD 11.4.9 get us through the traffic circle safely and on our way? Absolutely. Was it human-like? No, that was not human-like. Unless you say it's a 16-year-old with a learner's permit, that the way that FSD took that traffic circle. Now that being said, there's been other times where it's taken that traffic circle and done great. It's still just hit or miss, right? There's so many variables that go into it. But anyway, I bring that up. Oh, we need to speed up here. What are you waiting on? Okay, there we go. It was kind of hesitating there for a few seconds. I don't know what it was hesitating for. I know that there was an individual selling flowers hesitating here as well. Yeah, there was an individual walking up and down selling flowers. There's always somebody right there. So I don't know if they were walking up close to the car and kind of spooked it a little bit, but nonetheless, we're on our way. But see, there you go. I didn't have to take over on something like that, but it's so cautious. It's more cautious than a human would be. But yeah. So I think there's going to be some areas where it's going to feel more human-like, but I also think there's going to be some areas where you're going to feel like it may have regressed a little bit, where the hard coding of the 10 and 11 series had gotten, really, really good in certain cases. And so now that it'll go to a neural network, it may even slip back a little bit in some cases. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but again, in my humble opinion, I think we could see some of that. But the good news is that's okay, because it's a neural network. And so it's going to quickly, I've used the analogy of the baby giraffe before. Like, when a baby giraffe is born, it can't walk very well. But within a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, it's galloping along. And why? Because it's, not just from a genetic standpoint of getting, larger and stronger, but from watching its brothers and sisters, its parents, family, friends, and it just, picks things up very quickly. So you could see something, an analogy to that. All right, we're coming up close here to Lonestar College to pick up Vivvi. We're at a 4-way stop here. And we have, let's see, I'm not even sure. Everybody was kind of here at the same time, so it's a little bit of a Spanish. What are we doing here? Okay, you're gonna just have to go. Okay, see. Thank you. Yeah. See, it went at the exact right time it needed to. But people are used to other people shooting out of the gate. And when you don't shoot out of the gate and you're really, really cautious, which obviously the FSD is, it bends over backwards to be cautious and safe. But people aren't used to other people being cautious and safe. And so ironically, that could be dangerous. So, yeah, do you want it to be safety first? Obviously. But, you could get to the point where you're so risk averse and you're so focused on safety that it actually makes it less safe. So anyway, we're at the college. I'm going to go park, wait for Vivvi. She's still got a few more minutes to get out. And then, yeah, I'll see if she's good with me putting the camera on. But I'll talk to you in a little bit. It's been a while since you've do it this way. Take me home. Get it in there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, ever since Oh, something went wrong. Hold on a second. Let me just do it the manual way. It's probably because we were talking. Let these young ladies get by. I don't want to kill them.
Bonus
And
one.
be stuck here for a while.
That'd be a fiasco.
Oh, we got it. All right, let's see. Let's see if it does. It does here. Yeah, I think the last time you were in the Tesla, I was on a different software version. So this is going to be, of course, you've been in the Tesla more than anybody else.
Yeah, I used to be in here
all the time. And so you saw the early days where it would get skittish. And well, let's see how it does on this. Remember this stop sign right here?
Would you say that it's less of a chicken now?
Yeah, much less of a chicken, although it's still real. Hey.
Oh, hey.
It stopped for the stop sign this time. It didn't do, you remember it
used to not.
Yeah, now it's, let's see, where you.
Oh, I hope it goes through have you done that one way with it recently?
Oh, you know what? We can, we'll do that.
That could be fun.
Let's see if I can, alternate route. Edit trip. Oh, it's not showing up. Oh, now I got to put the, I took the navigation out so it doesn't know where it's supposed to go. There you go. Oh, we'll do this one.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good.
All right.
And then it'll be like,
hopefully nobody's behind me. They're like, what the hell is he doing? I'm like, I'm just changing navigation on the Tesla. Go easy.
It's like,
don't you know I'm changing my navigation on 11.4.9 on my Tesla?
my Tesla is waiting.
Yeah. It'll be some dude in a Dodge Ram like, I'm going to tell you what you can do with your 11.4.9, boy.
It's going to be a Ford F-150.
Yeah. So you had work today and not school?
Yeah, I had work. I have online school this semester.
Oh, that's right. That's right. This is your last semester at Lone Star.
Yeah, which is kind of scary.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, that's good though that you got. See, this is the thing. At these four-way stops, it's so cautious that it defers so much. And you know how people are. If you defer and you're so cautious, they're just going to take advantage.
They're going to take advantage.
They're going to take advantage and go.
It's so evil because it's like you're following the rules, but they're like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, like they know you have the right of way, but because the Tesla is being so overly cautious, it's anyway. But yeah, it's definitely this version of the software. I'm trying to remember what version I was on.
It was only the second one.
Yeah, the second one, which is okay. I think you'll know, like the area, like we'll go through there. I think it does that pretty doggone good now. I'd say the only, like before, it could literally not even do that cross section, right? Now it can do it, but sometimes it is still just a bit too cautious. So if there's other cars around, you know, I don't want to be an a-hole. And so I'll intervene. First
tragic Tesla crash.
Oh, the other thing we can see here is, remember how wide it would take this turn right?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to see. I was going to be like, wait, so I wonder if you'll remember that.
Is it going to scare the bejesus out of you?
No. If anything, when I turn kind of like that, because it is kind of like,
yeah,
that's the correct way to turn.
It is the correct way to do it, because if you look at how the lanes and this lane of traffic right here, if you don't go that wide, you're basically drifting over into their lane.
Yeah, no, and there's been times that people will like be on this lane and they're like coming onto my lane, and I'm like, girl, you don't even know how to drive. Like, what are you doing? Like, you need to be on that other side.
That's funny.
No, I'm like, I just started driving and I know this more. Like, it's because I'm in the Tesla. The Tesla taught me how to drive.
That's safe. Right. The Tesla that actually helped you learn to drive, right?
It probably did.
Somewhat. You know, I still don't have a name for you.
There was a lot of names you were thinking.
I just have it as JC's Tesla right now. It's one of those things, and two was even saying like, my gosh, you've had it for what? I've had it since June. So what is that? 7 months, 8 months, and I still haven't named it. Because everybody named. That's one of the things I noticed is most people like put like some little interesting little thing. You know, they call it a name, and mine's just J.C. Christopher's Tesla.
You need to name it something like...
It's got to come to me, though.
Like,
it can't be... I can't, like, look in a book or go on. It's just got to be, like, one day, it's just, like, it pops into my head, and it's like, yep. But at the same time, you wouldn't have a kid walking around at 9 months old. Like, what's her name? Like, baby 1, baby 2.
Well, maybe it's like now that it's been so long, it really matters.
Yeah.
So now it's like that there's so much weight.
Yeah, something will come. Remember I asked you about it. I was like, you know what, Viv, since you've driven the most, well, technically 2's been in it the most miles now because we went to California in it.
Yeah.
But you've had the most overall trips.
Yeah.
In it. So
I think you should name it something like primordial. Like, I don't know, like something like Gaia.
Gaia?
Gaia would be cool.
So maybe, you want me to name it something I don't even know what the hell it is?
Maybe something like...
Anything where I have to go on Google.
If anything, that looked closer than before.
That was pretty tight, wasn't it?
That was really close, like closer than before.
Better than before, would you say better? Or when you say
I don't
closer?
Know. I don't know if it's better. It kind of scared me more.
Oh, really? It was closer to the
Or maybe it's just because I know how to drive now. So I'm like, oh wait, that's kind of close.
So that was, I would say that, to me, of course, you're going to have a better vantage point because you're the one that will be thrown into the field if it doesn't. So your vantage point's obviously better than mine, but it looked about the same to me. It looked more aggressive this time around. You know what I mean? Like it just takes it.
I think the car needs to have a name that's like Elon Musk's baby. Like it can't be something gendered.
X.
It has to be like non-binary.
Non-binary?
Yeah, like something like really, and then we're like, oh, it's called Cyber Angel, but it sounds like, like I don't know, like something like that, you know?
Yeah, you know, I probably
like
ought to. I probably should choose a non. How do you call it? Binary, non-binary.
A non-binary.
Non-binary. Yeah. Especially. Well, never mind.
Maybe.
Like. I was gonna say. Well, you have driven in it.
Like maybe like Equinox.
Equinox. You know what? Keep thinking.
Yeah.
Keep thinking in names. You don't have to do it now. Spit some names out at me, and I'll see if Equinox probably not. Because you got to remember, I'm from Beaumont, Texas, so it's going to have to be something that kind of goes like anybody listening to the word equinox. Keep going. Good decision. See, it would have normally gotten behind that and just waited. It knew. Now we're going to get around. Good job. That was pretty good right there, huh?
That was good because it was like it was very like good.
Human-like. That was more human-like. But on a couple of earlier versions, it would have just gotten in line there and stayed and just waited in line. And it's like, why did you get behind it right there? You could have gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm probably not explaining it well.
It's just always a little bit robotic.
Yeah.
It's interesting that it takes this route instead, though. I think it makes up for the fact that it can't deal with the decision making over there.
Well, so no, actually, you know what? It's because it's more efficient to do it here. Yeah. It's just a shorter route. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, that's true because it's although this is you still got to make the same decisions here. The only thing about coming up here, you got the same narrow lane, the same cross traffic, but the only difference is you don't have the traffic ahead of you coming in on. Yeah, so you're right. This is a little easier. Yeah, one of these days we'll have to go test coming in that way. Coming the other way, it's pretty good now. Like it, but then again, I guess coming. What would that be? The east to west. It was pretty good on earlier versions. The toughest one, you're right, is that cross section right there coming this way. All right, let's see how we do here. We got, now you got to be assertive. If you're going to take it, take it. Look at that. See?
Wow. Not even scared of the truck.
Yeah, and so obviously this isn't as hard as it is going at that. I wonder, you're right, because it used to always pick that road, and now it almost always picks this road.
Yeah. I think it just knows it's easier.
Yeah. It's always going to go towards the most efficient and quickest route.
Because it is like a little personality. So it's probably like, why would I go the hard way?
Yeah, why am I going to go the hard way? Shut up and let me drive. That's what it's saying.
Silly humans.
Before I kill you. You silly, pathetic human.
They're like AI,
what did you say? Oh, never mind.
AI would have made this road much better.
Yeah, that's probably what she's thinking. Like, who the hell built that intersection?
No, exactly, because that's suicidal.
Yeah, it's like not only a human, but a couple of humans on acid.
Alexa will fix this. What did I say?
What did you say? Oh, never mind. This will be taken care. All right, so you got to be assertive. You have the right of way. Be assertive. See, it mechanically took that left turn 100% correct, but it saw the other car there, and it just wanted to be absolutely cautious. It's like you can tell, and hey, at the end of the day, I'm good with this. You can tell this software is built safety first.
Yeah.
And if something is safety first, it's gonna feel not like a human, because guess who's not safe? Humans. Yeah. So by default, if I'm gonna build something to be with safety being the number one criteria, then it's just automatically not gonna feel very human. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit here. I got somebody behind me. So technically, yeah, I bumped up the speed, which is, I guess, it's not really an intervention.
But that's only because people speed here.
Yeah.
So technically, it's like they're.
Well, they ride right on your ass. I mean, in a neighborhood, I don't know how many times I'm going. This is a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit neighborhood with kids playing out, all around here, and now, oh Lord, oh my gosh.
That's scary.
I don't think that truck had a choice. Now this guy better not honk at me.
Sorry, my SFD is thinking it's time.
My FSD's thinking right now. Please, Mr. Dodge Ram Charger, don't barrel ass through my back window. Sorry. Oh Lord, if he didn't like that, so technically I didn't intervene there because we were talking. But if he didn't like that, God help us. This traffic circle, please, FSD, go faster than 2 miles an hour, please. He is right on my ass too, and I'm not going to override coming to a complete stop. Look at that.
He hates it.
Oh, he is.
Oh my God, he like put the little gas pedal forward.
Look at that.
No wait, is that a nice car? Because I feel like people.
I don't know. I mislabeled. It's not a Dodge. That's a Ford Explorer. Oh, screw them. Ford Explorer. That's probably all right. See, look how slow he's gonna get here.
Oh my God, that's like a stop. No need to stop.
Yeah, a little intervention. Yeah, that got down to 3 miles an hour. Come on now. Come on. All right. Thank God that person, whatever, guy, gal, whoever it was, non-binary, is off my ass now.
FSD has got some trust issues with other people.
Now that was not smooth.
That was like
it was mechanically correct, but you do not have to slow all the way down to 2 or 3 miles an hour to go into. And now I've got another truck coming up behind me, and they're not going to like that I come to a complete and total stop.
I don't think trucks legally can even have a complete stop.
Look at that. Okay.
Oh look.
Oh.
Water. We're wasting water.
Uh-oh. Well, you know what? It probably happened to freeze. I wonder if, well, sometimes they do that on purpose too, for pressure and whatnot. But, we had what the hell? We had a freeze. Thank you. So that, I don't know. I've seen that. Is that correct? No, never mind. But,
he runs out in the
oh, he's on fire right now.
He was like out at like 12 a.m. I was like, bro, it's like 30 degrees.
Yeah, that's just what he wants to do. I don't know if it's because he wants to eat.
I think maybe.
Yeah. Or he's
exercise helps.
Yeah. Well, he's doing BJJ now too, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I want to join that place actually. I was thinking of doing the free class. I don't know if I would do that.
I'm gonna make it stop up here for obvious reasons. It's on film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna. Although, like most people, it's like I do this, and they're like, "Dude, we can see the map."
Yeah, they're like, "We already have the address."
We've already triangulated on you.